Prague fairgrounds in Letňany once again transformed into a symbolic centre of Czech and European engineering technology in the middle of April. It was the 8th International Engineering Technology Trade Fair for Industry 2009, traditionally accompanied by specialised trade fairs for surface and for waste, devoted to technologies for treating surfaces and for managing waste and recycling. For the first time this year, the producers and operators of food processing, packaging and printing technologies also presented at the first International Trade Fair for 3P.
A total of 295 exhibitors from 13 European countries took this opportunity to present their novelties and also to establish important business contacts for developing their activities in the currently problematic economic situation. The offer corresponds to the level of our engineering technology and is certainly excellent. I think that companies come to us because it makes sense to them in finding new partners for the future who will help them when the crisis or recession, whatever you want to call it, ends, to relaunch their company's development. The For Industry 2009 Trade Fair was held under the sponsorship of the Ministry of Industry and Trade, CR, and other organisations. Considering the fact that the direction of future development in engineering technology is increasingly determined by automation, robotisation and direct contact with the latest scientific, technical findings, the organisers once again invited partners for cooperation from our older technical university, the Czech Technical University in Prague. To a certain degree, the crisis is forcing enterprises to greater innovations. Even though they are decreasing the volume of production, they have to prepare new products that are fully competitive throughout the entire world, as our economy is based to a greater extent on export. So without innovation, it is not possible to survive in tough international competition. Therefore, there is, and I firmly believe there will continue to be, great interest in our graduates.
At the gala evening for exhibitors, which was held on Wednesday the 15th of April, the Grand Prix and Top Expo Awards were granted and the newly awarded Technology Prize as well. The expert committee of judges, led by their chairman Stanislav Maňas, had very difficult work this time round, because a record number of exhibitors applied for the competition for the highest trade fair award. Individual prizes of the Grand Prix competition are traditionally granted without determining the order, which means they are all equal in rank. The company's CNC Invest was awarded for the highest productive machining centre, Citizen Syncom A27, with the option of automatic decrease of production time while turning, milling and drilling extra axial holes. The company's products rank among the finest in machining systems.
So, also zunächst mal die Maschinenbaudivision der Firma Citizen kommt aus der Produktion der Uhrenwerke selbst, das heißt direkt von der Praxis, und ist seit über 40 Jahren erfolgreich am Markt tätig.
Cooperation between CNC and Citizen Machinery Europe has lasted for 10 years already. It is very good cooperation, which has provided the possibility for these machines to be placed on the Czech market and enabled our customers and our producers to receive the latest technology from Citizen. The company Pegas Gonda, which presents its latest systems at Prague Engineering Technology Trade Fairs, received the Grand Prix for its band saw for metal Pegas 600x600 Camel. Its unique structure enables high-speed cutting of pipes and profiles that are 600 by 600 mm in dimension. An innovative element of this machine is the implementation of a unique concept, where with the help of a third flap on this machine, we gain much larger pipe dimensions or bundles, which the customer can cut because this machine uses components of smaller saws. Thus, we can offer the customer a machine for cutting larger piping for much more interesting financial conditions. Thereby, we are offering customers a machine in today's economic crisis with high output, high cutting speed, while achieving approximately 50% savings in comparison with standard size machines, which we would otherwise offer for such cutting. The company Carl Zeiss was awarded for its measuring device Duramax, which enables measuring directly during production with high precision up to 5/100ths with low energy demands and in temperatures ranging from 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. This machine does not require air-conditioned space. It can work in an environment where various impurities are present in the oil, oil mists and vibrations. And this is what makes the machine interesting. Several years ago, constructing such a precise measuring device was unimaginable, a device that can measure in fields of microns, directly in the production environment where conditions are truly unfavorable. This machine is created so that it can be the first machine for a company that is just beginning with 3D measuring, or it can decrease inter-operation controls in larger companies, where savings are being sought in every place possible. This machine also manages to replace several single-purpose tools, which need to be continuously checked and calibrated. Furthermore, if such tools are handled by people, they are always at risk of error induced by the operator. With one measuring device, 3 different people measure 3 different values. Grand Prix prizes of the Full Surface 2009 trade fair were also awarded without difference in rank. The expert panel of judges awarded the company Ing Peter Pence IPP for its exhibit Equipment for Wet Blasting Lynx 10. It is an ecological technology that works in an enclosed circle with high effectiveness and return of abrasive material. The technology also enables degreasing of blasted surfaces. We degrease and water blast the product at the same time. This means that we save one very complex technological operation. On the other hand, it is highly ecological. That was one of the very important points as to why we received the award. The operators are not burdened by dust or noise, and dust isn't even suctioned into nature. Those are the main attributes of our technology. Representatives of the company Alphachrom Service received the highest award of the trade fair for Surface for equipment for cleaning the cooling system of injection molds with the possibility of a modular solution for cleaning circuits. Basically, our job is to react to the needs of customers. Within the scope of our portfolio of services, I searched for a supplier of this equipment at a professional level in order for us to be able to provide this service to our customers, but I couldn't find one. So I began drawing the equipment on paper, the final version of which is this machine. The company Brickless was awarded for its innovative briquetting Press Brickstar Magnum 300 for organic waste, which it entered into competition for the Grand Prix of the Trade Fair for Waste 2009. This hydraulic briquetting press is designed for small and medium-sized businesses with the option of operation without an operator. This briquetting press, which we brought to this year's exhibition, differs from the previous ones primarily in the product it offers, briquettes in the shape of a rectangular block, weighing approximately 1 kilogram. These briquettes are mainly intended for easy packaging, which enables them to be transported to greater distances. The shape of the briquettes facilitates perfect, compact packaging and maximum efficient use of transport space. The second awarded exhibit at the trade fair for waste, only in order, not in significance, was the ground cable protector from the company Replast product. It is mainly produced from recycled materials from metallurgical processing. It is simple to use and assemble. It is a product which is laid into the ground when electricity cables are laid. It can be applied to connecting family houses or for heavy current cables from power stations into distributors. This product is non-flammable, which is very important, and in case of need, it can be transferred elsewhere without causing any disturbances to it whatsoever. It is a folding box which is easy to take apart and put back together again. We have our own machines for production which we use to crush the electrical cables, and then we separate the dust, copper, aluminium and our applied material from them, crushed PVC cable. We heat that up to a specific temperature and press new product from it. The Grand Prix of the first year of the trade fair 4-3P 2009 was awarded to the company Svitap JHJ for binding PET bands. In their evaluation, the panel of judges particularly emphasized the ecological aspect, repeated recycling, further use of recycled PET, and the price, which is comparable or lower than similar products. The band has excellent mechanical, physical qualities, and its competitiveness is also promoted by the option of print and color. The binding band fully replaces steel bands, which are currently on the market, but are not as environmentally friendly. The binding band made from PET is more ecological because it can be recycled again. A novelty at this year's engineering technology event was awarding the Technology Prize, whereby the judges acknowledge the progressive technological solution of the machining centre with the opinion to apply the latest technological findings, i.e. high-speed machining settings and high and large drafts within the scope of the trade fairs for industry and for surface. The main prize was awarded to the company Timat ZPS Zlín, and second place went to Kovosvit MAS Sezimovo Ústí. This technology was processed for the nuclear energy industry, and the goal, which we managed to achieve, was to save time in comparison with conventional processing by up to 1/3. We see possibilities for further developing our machines in this. This machine is capable of cutting in 10 axles, precise cutting, complicated parts in series or batch production. Therefore, the machine is used in the aerospace industry and similar market sectors. In the competition category for architectural and aesthetic design of the exhibition, the prize Top Expo was awarded to the company Texin. The committee primarily awarded the quality of the exhibit's design, with an emphasis on colour and suitable presentation of exhibits, corresponding with the spirit of the technical exhibition. The prize Top Expo was presented to the winners by the chairman of the board of the company organising the trade fair, Pavel Sehnal. Everybody has to know about us, and if they buy a machine in 1 year or 4 years, it's not important. But when they consider it, they have to say, yes, I'm going to Texin. I would say that are successfully acquiring more and more fields for the Prague Engineering Technology Trade Fair. An example is the packaging industry for this year. It is a printing market and processing market, which means food processing. It is a new field which is relatively strongly represented here. We are pleased that exhibitors have chosen the Prague Trade Fair grounds and the Trade Fair for Industry to present their field. What is also pleasant for us is the finding that representatives of other sectors, for example the packaging industry, have increased the number of exhibits, and also the number of awarded exhibits proves that even the waste industry is receiving a great deal of attention from producers. Large demand exists from the part of society and municipalities that work with waste. Primarily those who follow trends in technology and engineering in the industrial sector certainly didn't miss this year's group of Prague Engineering Technology Trade Fairs. In their exhibits, new and traditional exhibitors presented an extensive offer of machines, production solutions, the finest technological equipment and economical alternatives to technology, which are proven to save time and money. Simultaneously held seminars and conferences were also devoted to specialized subjects. They also contributed to meetings of specialists and an extensive exchange of opinions on new findings in the field of engineering, technology and related areas. I admit that in my professional youth I earned a living as a machine designer, and I attended a number of engineering technology trade fairs while working at the company Laboratory Devices Prague. And today, when I look at the exhibits that the producers bring to trade fairs, I can hardly cease to wonder at the technological success the producers have projected into their products. The technical demand and quality of workmanship is incredible. I think that at trade fairs where specific products are presented, and for industry undoubtedly belongs among them, you can see the tempo of innovation, which also brings growth to users of this equipment.